Hi, Kin 163 Lab. My name is Sydney and I just finished conducting my VT1 test. Modality I chose was elliptical. The increments that I chose to do was I warmed up for about 3 minutes, and then when my heart rate reached 120, I began the test. Stage 1, and my speed was 12.5 and my workload was 1. And then after 3 minutes, I changed the workload to 2 and I increased my speed to 13.5, and then this was the beginning of stage 2. Then after another 3 minutes, so then being 6 minutes overall, I switched into stage 3. So that's bringing my workload up to 3 and my speed up to 14.5. So yeah, that's how I did my increments and how I changed my workload. And how I actually physically increased my workload is there is a knob on my elliptical that if you do a full revolution, it brings the workload up by 1. So that's how I did that during my test, is I just bent over and did it while continuing to go. And then I kept track of my speed on the little screen on my machine. So yeah, I chose to determine the test was over when my heart rate reached 160. And luckily for me, actually, it was around that time that I reached VT1, as I was really breathy and I couldn't really, I could speak, but it was just really breathy and I sounded really overworked and out of breath. So that was lucky for me, I suppose. Where was VT1 reached? It was reached at about the 9-minute mark and my heart rate was 160. So we'll add a clip of that, of course. So an anomaly for me might be that, so I was on an elliptical, so I was doing stepping basically like that, so but as the subject I can technically control my speed that I'm at. So an anomaly for me would definitely be speed, because when I was at trying to maintain 12.5, I could fluctuate between 12.4 and 12.6, and I saw that on my screen, and but I did the best I could with what I had. So yeah. And then another anomaly might be also my timing. I could be off by a couple seconds because I had to start my time and then get on my elliptical because I am by myself. So yeah. So that might be some sources of error that I could come across while doing any calculations. Or if you're trying to re-replicate the test, that could be a problem because it's not all set in stone. For how I did it. So